Hey y'all, thanks for tuning back into the channel. So today is day 2 of Vlogmas day 2, December 2nd in real time actually. So it's Friday and I am here to do like the title says and give you my month of November recap. So I had filmed this video. I filmed it in the privacy of my own home last night and realized that who's gonna really sit through like 49 minutes of me talking, especially when after 35 minutes of it I realized that everything that I had said just really sounded very insensitive to myself and my mental health diagnoses got the best of me, and it dominated the conversation. And towards the end of it, because I'm still learning and growing, I went on this whole tangent about how we need to be mindful of how we are speaking to ourselves, speaking about ourselves, speaking with ourselves, and immediately redacted, backtracked everything that I said and decided to take a different approach. So I'm going to sum up the first 35 minutes of that video in like the next few minutes and then move on to the last like 20 minutes of the video and hopefully get that done in like 10. So the first thing that I did and I said, which I thought was really hilarious, is I was just like, you know, the month of November recap is, there is no recap, and this is the recap. It's over. And I said that initially because there were so many things that I had mentally wanted to get done, like not really a to-do list, but just like a back of the mind, because you've got these off Fridays and you don't have anything to do. So there are things that you can get done around the house. There are things that you could do for you. The month started off great. I went to Hawaii in November. I saw my boyfriend. I hadn't seen my man in a long time. If you don't know, I am in a long distance relationship, and so my partner and I, we don't get to see each other often. We don't get to see each other every weekend. He's a first responder, so his schedule is not one that is a regular type of 9 to 5 Monday through Friday schedule, whereas his girlfriend, me, I do have that type of schedule. So it's difficult with trying to plan time with one another, because he could be off in the middle of the week, like a Tuesday through like a Friday, but I have to go to work. And then when I'm off on the weekend, like if I get off on a Friday, he could be going to work that Friday and not getting off until like that Monday or Tuesday. So it's difficult. So I was very happy to see him and spend the Thanksgiving weekend with him. We were together for like 5 days, so that was nice. November, what else happened in November? I have to check my photo album and see, because now everything is escaping me. I know that I was highlighting Hawaii for a win, and highlighting, yeah, no, that's all my photo album has, is Hawaii and my man's house. Yep. So that's it. And not that's it, because that's really big. Like I low-key was trying to end the year with going to Germany. I took German all 4 years in high school. In Germany, I found out from one of my sister co-workers that because her wife is German, Germany has these like Christmas markets. It's like 7 major ones that pop up in different districts in the entire country. And so I was going to go to Munich, which I forget what Germans call it. They don't call Munich. It's like something completely different. It might as well be like München. That's what they call it, München. Let me not say that's what they call it. That's what it's called. It's called München, and Americans call it Munich. And so, yeah, I really was trying to swing that. But reality is, if I can go to Germany, I can get my tooth fixed. And I'm really tired of looking at my broken tooth. So, here we are. Tooth still broken. I'm not in Germany. I should have just went to Germany. At least something would have been done. No, but, so, yeah. Oh, also wins in November. When I say finally, I finally mailed my goddaughter and my best friend and mom's their stuff. So Mom wanted a newspaper while we were in London, while my best friend and I were in London. The Queen passed. Like we were leaving. She left that Friday. The Queen passed on Thursday. Or maybe the Queen passed Wednesday. Whenever it was, like we were leaving at the end of that week. My best friend was leaving that Friday, and I left that Saturday. And so Mom's was like, oh, can you get me a newspaper? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, that's not a problem. And I had the newspaper. I've had the newspaper since September. And in October, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mail it this week. And so I was like, crap, I've got to get everything mailed out because Elf on the Shelf was in there. But now my best friend's like, this ain't no Elf on the Shelf. This thing is huge. Elf on the Shelf is small. And I'm like, no, I got her a big, my size Barbie Elf on the Shelf. So now she just got a little black elf. So yeah, getting that stuff mailed out was a big win as well. I went to the post office on Black Friday and got it sent. What else was a win? A win was I did not go Black Friday crazy. Today is Candle Day, and Leah. I'm not gonna buy none. I'm not gonna buy none. I want you to know that I thought about it though. I absolutely thought about it. I even did the little wait in line for me thing with Bath and Body Works, but I'm not going to. I have probably about 40 3-wick candles from the Candle Day sale from like 2020. You know, when the world was ending. So I'm not going to. That's definitely a sigh of I'm thinking about it. But no, I'm not going to. I'll probably take some of the candles that I bought then and take them back now and be like, yo, can I exchange this one for this and this one for this? So that I could put together some like Christmas gifts. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with the recap of November. We talking about December. Girl, don't nobody care about what you want to do in December. They want to know what happened in November. So on a filling note, like filling, FILLING, on a filling note, November was great. I wish that Hawaii could have sustained me for the month. It did not. It's like reality. The moment you deplane, reality hits. Like, welcome back home. And you just start going through the list of all the things that you have to give your attention to. And it just, golly. Anywho, so those things were spectacular. And in the original video, I did not give being in Hawaii with my BFFers and seeing my man for the holidays enough light. Like, and truly and honestly, if I were them and I had seen the video that I originally recorded, I would have been like, damn. So just fuck me, right? So yeah, I need to acknowledge those two things because they were great. And get into the post office because I still have stuff that I was supposed to mail Leah like maybe a year or two ago. So yeah. Yeah, whatever. And then on a mental level, November could have been better for me. Just being honest. It could have been much better. I did not start my meds, and maybe that's also why I'm like feeling meh. because I didn't start the meds. And I need to. It's now December 2nd and I still have not started the meds. So I need to do that before the year is up. I need to start them and have had them started by December 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. By December 17th, I need to have started my meds because I need to be on them for at least 2 weeks so that I know. And so, let's see, there's that. And financially, November was a great month. I didn't do any Black Friday shopping like that. Let me be very clear, like that. The $325 that I saved, I did spend. I did the 25 envelope challenge, and ended up saving $325, and it was for Black Friday. It was for me to buy a sit-stand desk and to get a new work from home desk chair, but that's not what I did. I instead bought me a bunch of stuff off of Shein. So I will be doing a haul for y'all and sending back what does not work. And y'all will know what don't work because I'm not gonna be afraid to share it. We're gonna do the whole thing. And I got back to logging my spending, tracking my spending. Shout out to you, Desiree, and my cousin Tosh, and Sarah. Everybody be doing their tracking. I'm such a trash budgeter. Like, I don't know why y'all follow me for budgeting, because I am truly the lazy budgeter. And I don't got time. Like, I was just on my cousin Tosh live yesterday, which was Thursday. Every Thursday she goes live. So follow. Oh my God, why do I never remember? Okay, hold on, because I need to tell y'all the YouTube channel name. And it is Mind Your Money. Follow my cousin Tasha over at Mind Your Money. She goes live every Thursday. And so she's going live and talking about closeouts. Tara has done her closeout, and I'm just like, I've never done a budget closeout a day in my life, because I'm going to be honest with you. I take care of business. I set my money aside so that I can do what I want to do. And by the grace of God, because I live in the black and in abundance, by the grace of God, if I go over, I go over. If I end up pulling money from my account buffer and not from my spending money, I don't be tripping off of it, you know? Like, it is what it is. I have it there. There is an expense that I have just stepped into, and I'm going to take care of it. So I don't do that. When I was a cash budgeter, money was coming from, I got money everywhere. It was coming from everywhere. So I've fallen off. I'd fallen off. And I had created these Google Sheets to do my tracking. The app is on my phone. And I just started back, and I can report that this pay period, I gave myself $600, in case you didn't see my monthly budget. I gave myself $600, and I've been doing the tracking, and I'm doing good. So, and I've been keeping it up. So that was a win for November financially. And also, no milestones were hit. So yeah, that's it with financially. Physically, I did close my exercise ring 23 times in the month of November. That was my Apple Watch challenge. I was not doing anything intense too sweaty, to heart rate increasing. I did a lot of stretching. I noticed that I'm so lazy, right? And I think it's because I've gotten so big, and I'm sitting down all the time or laying down. Like, I'm not on my feet enough. I'm not in motion enough, and my back is paying for it. My back, my neck. I noticed that, like, how I'm sleeping now is really uncomfortable. Like, I wake up and have to, like, crack my neck and pop my arms and like do some stretching and then roll over to the other side to go back to sleep. So I did a lot of yoga in the month of November, just trying to stretch things out because I'm too old for this. And I did not walk to work, not near a single day in November. And it won't be happening anytime soon. Daylight savings is here. It's cold now. It's rainy. Well, wet. I'm gonna say it's rainy. It's wet out today. So, like, I'm not looking forward to walking in bad weather, cold weather, dark weather. It's not on the top of my to-do list. It doesn't make my top 1 million things to do on a to-do list, honestly. I don't know how I was doing it before because I was regularly either walking or taking the bus to work and walking or taking the bus home from work. So there's that. That's it for physical, mental, and spiritually. I didn't go to not one. I didn't tune into one single sermon. How you don't click on the YouTubes to watch church? I tithed, but I did not tune into a service. And if the flu and COVID weren't like running amok in LA County right now and RSV, I would go to church on Sunday. Like, I had said that I wanted to go to church on Sunday, and then I remembered, like, Covisha, I won't say is back, but her head has come up even more. So no thank you. And a lot of folks that I know have got the flu. Like, Thanksgiving weekend was not kind to a lot of people that I know. I have friends and colleagues who have either caught COVID or the flu, both of which they're like WTN and F. Anomalies who had not caught COVID, catching this holiday season COVID. So I'm just like, no, thank you. But I will absolutely make sure that I watch service in real time on Sundays on YouTube. So yeah, there's that. And professionally, work-wise, I would like to say that October and November kind of switched places. So October, even though I did have an event that month, it still was like a pretty like chill thing for me at work. Like, work was chill. I had it all under control. I was doing it all. But November at work, it was like a fire. And I know that that was also because, one, I had my vacation, which had me out of work for 3 days. And then there was Veterans Day and Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving. So like a lot of time was already taken off of my availability calendar. And, you know, even though I'm salaried, like sometimes I will work on weekends, but I intentionally was like, nope, not doing it. But also not just me, like my supervisor and my manager were like, no, you don't need to work over the weekend. This can be done the next time that you're in work. So that, I guess that also added to like the fire, because it was like turnaround had to be like snippy snappy, quicky quacky, flippy flappy in a hurry. And I was working on this event yesterday that I did with my supervisor, and then my supervisor was out the last week, like the week of Thanksgiving, up until the day of the event. So because I was checking in with him regularly, like there were a lot of things that needed to be done before he left so that he could be gone in confidence. And not that that was a requirement or expectation that he put on me. It's just I put it on myself. Like, oh, okay, he's going to be gone, so I need to make sure that all of these things are done, so that while he's gone, the only thing that I'm doing is following up with folks and making sure that everything is still on plan to be executed as we envision it. And that is what I did. So yeah, I guess we can say all in all, November was a good month for me. And at the same time, because I did not get the projects that I referenced in the October recap video completed, like there were things that I had started and the progress that I had made that I was so proud of, and just like little things that were left to complete so that my home renovation could feel like done, I did not do. And so because of that, and because I was home, I just felt like November was a complete fail. But when I look at it, removing me from it and just as a lingering entity overlooking November 1 through November 30 reel of my life, it's like, girl, how? So yeah, with that, just as a reminder to you, give yourself credit. Forget the things that did not get done. You know, that's in the past. Focus on what did get done so that you can have your checklist marked off. Like, things were accomplished. Not all of the things, but some things were, and I am okay with that. Looking forward to December being wonderful and amazing. Please share with me down below what your highlights were from November, and what areas you are looking forward to tapping into and improving on in December. All right. I love your beautiful self. You stay awesome. You stay great. Have a wonderful December. Happy Vlogmas Day 2. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.